Routines are like a guide for children. They provide a clear, predictable path that helps children feel safe and focused. Take mealtime, for example. If we do the same steps each day, the child knows what to expect. This makes them feel more secure and more willing to take part. Routines also involve repetition, which is very important for learning. By repeating the same actions, the child starts to predict what comes next and begins to take part actively, whether through words, gestures, or looks. Over time, they remember these steps and may start using them to communicate. For instance, by offering 2 breakfast choices each morning and asking the child to pick one, they learn that their choice matters. This is a valuable first step in using language to communicate. Routine not only organize the day, but also create natural chances for communication. Home routines, strategies for incorporating language at home. At home, every moment can be a chance for kids to learn and connect. Let's look at a few ways to make this happen in our daily routines. Mealtime. Besides asking simple questions like, do you want bread or juice? Try involving kids in meal prepare. Passing ingredients and naming them can make it fun and educational. For example, this is a tomato. Do you want to try it? You can also ask them to help set the table, pointing out each item as they do. Here's your plate. Here's your fork. This helps reinforce vocabulary and concepts. You can also introduce counting at mealtime. Put 2 spoons, take 1 cup. Mealtime becomes a mini lesson in vocabulary, numbers, and actions without the child even realizing it. Personal care routine. In the bathroom, mirrors are perfect for helping kids see and understand what they are doing. While washing hands or brushing teeth, describe each step. Look, you're rubbing your hands, or make circles with your brush. Kids love watching themselves, and this way they're also learning the vocabulary they need to understand and remember those steps. You can also ask them to name the items they're using, like brush, toothpaste, or soap. Making it part of their daily routine helps those words stick. Playtime and bedtime. Playtime is great for practicing taking turns on social language. Even at home, during play, you might ask questions like, what are you building? Or which toy do you want? If there are several toys, ask them to describe the one they want. The blue car, the big doll. This way, they are practicing vocabulary and sentence structure. At bedtime, you can create a little routine where the child chooses a song or story. Simple questions like, do you want to sing or read? Or which story do you like? Help them make choices and express what they like. These quiet moments are perfect for connecting language with feelings of love and security. Classroom routines bringing language into the school environment. In the classroom, every part of the day is a great chance to build language skill. Here are some ways to make it happen. Group activities. Group activities like snack time or shared game are perfect for practicing social language. Phrases like, does anyone want to share? Or let's wait our turn help kids learn how to interact respectfully. You can also assign roles during snack time. One person gives out the cups, another the plates, promoting teamwork and communication. During games, encourage kids to observe and describe what color is your toy, who has the red car. This not only makes the activity fun, but also helps each child feel included and engaged. Class casual and transitions. Transitions can be chaotic, but they are also great for learning. When announcing a change in activity, you can also transition phrases like, now we are going to, or next will be. Include visual cards so children can see what's coming and anticipate each transition. You might also assign a class leader who shows the car or announces the next activity. This reinforces a sense of belonging and gives kids an active role in transitions. Peer interactions. Collaborative games are great for working on language and teamwork. During group play, like Simon Says or Building Together, you can encourage kids with phrases like, "Do you want to play with me?" or "Let's build together." This way, they are practicing social language in a fun, natural way. Therapy routines. Language strategies in individual sessions. In therapy sessions, structured routines help kids feel safe and understand what's happening, making it easier to work on language skills. Let's see how to do it. Imitation and simile exercises. Repetitive imitation exercises are very effective when structured. Use cards with images of actions like jumping, clapping, or giving a high five. The idea is that the child imitates each action and associates the word with the movement. Every successful imitation strengthens the connection between the gesture and the word. You can also add songs or rhythms to make it more engaging. For instance, a clapping song when the child has to clap at certain moments can be fun and practical. Welcome and goodbye routine. Starting and ending each session with a greeting and farewell routine might seem simple, but it's powerful for social skills. Use a board with options like hello or good afternoon and goodbye or see you later, so the child can pick one. This helps them make choices and feel in control of the interaction. Adding a welcome song and goodbye song makes it even more structured and fun, creating something the child can look forward to. Identification and choice tasks. In therapy, choice tasks help kids express their preferences. Use cards with different options and ask, "Which one do you like?" Or "Where's the red car?" These questions don't just teach vocabulary, but also help develop understanding of questions and answers. Plus, you can suggest this exercise for home, so the child practices with parents, reinforcing learning across settings. Application and consistency. Integrating routines across all contexts. Consistency is key for kids to understand and use language in all their environments. Here are some tips to keeping things consistent and making learning stick. Importance of consistency. Repeating an activity or word across different contexts is essential. If a child learns to ask for water at home, in school, and in therapy, that word becomes real and functional for them. It's as if the word comes to life and they start to see it as something useful everywhere. By seeing that it works in each setting, the child feels more secure and motivated to use language in everyday life. It's important for all adults around the kid to use the same words and gestures, so learning is reinforced without causing confusion. Adjusting for the child's needs. Each child is unique, so it's essential to adapt activities to fit their needs and abilities. Some children respond well to visual cues, so adding cards or pictures can help. Others may be more verbal, so encourage more conversation and open-ended questions. The key is to adjust activities and keywords to what works best for each kid without pressure. Tips for parents and educators. For the child to feel language is valuable everywhere. It's crucial for parents, teachers, and therapists to work together. A good idea is to create a list of keywords and gestures to share with everyone involved with the child. Regular check-ins or short meetings to discuss the child's progress and adjust routines and supports as needed can be helpful. This way, everyone is on the same page, reinforcing the child's learning in all areas of life. To facilitate the integration of these strategies into daily routines, we have selected practical materials that can be used to reinforce communications at home, in the classroom, and during therapy sessions. These materials are designed to be accessible and adaptable to different contexts of interaction with children. For families, we can use visual cards. Use picture cards for common daily activities like brush teeth, eat breakfast, or put on shoes. These cards serve as visual guides for children to follow each step, reinforcing the language associated with routines. Choice boards. A small board with pictures of options such as different food or toys or activities the child can point or select, encouraging structures communication of preferences. Repetitive songs or rhythms. Use short repetitive songs that align with routines, like a toothbrushing song. These songs help the child anticipate actions and words, making each step easier to understand and follow. For classrooms, group turn-taking visuals. Use a My Turn card or baton that children hold or pass during group activities, reinforcing the concept of taking turns in games and discussions. Visual routines casuals. Display a visual schedule with pictures of daily class activities like circle times, snack time, playtime, to help the kid anticipate transitions and learn language related to their routine. Collaborative play kits. Use kits with toys or activities that require pairs or groups to complete. For example, a puzzle or building blocks, encouraging children to use social language like your turn, help me, or let's do this together. For therapy sessions, imitation and gestures cards. Cards with images of simple gestures or actions like clapping, waving, jumping to support imitation exercise, fostering nonverbal communication and early language skills. Greeting and farewell boards. A small board with visual of hello and goodbye used at the beginning and end of each session to establish a greeting routine that reinforces these social expressions. Identification and matching games, materials with images or objects for matching, like animals, cards, color blocks that encourage recognition and choice making. These games can be continued in other contexts like home or school to reinforce learning. Today we explored how daily routines can be powerful tools for language development, from mealtime at home to transitions in the classroom and imitation exercises in therapy. Each context holds potential for enriching communication. As a next step, we recommend choosing one or two routines and applying them at home, in school, and in therapy. Over time, you'll see how these repetitive actions create an environment where the kid feels secure enough to interact, learn, and communicate. Thank you for joining us and for giving children the opportunity to grow in an environment filled with language and meaning. Let's keep applying these strategies and enjoy the learning process with them.